Tinubu is impoverishing Nigerians to benefit his puppeteer masters.
We reduce the purchasing power of the people. We can further slow down the economy. Let's widen the tax net.
If you are in doubt, you need to watch this video to the end.
Taxes have killed any possibility of economic development. They've killed any hope of these countries ever helping themselves, and that leaves them completely at the mercy of charity and loans.
Then you will share it to everyone. You're welcome back again on this platform where we tell you undiluted and uncompromising truth. You know, before now, I have been putting out this particular video of Tinubu and his tax reforms.
We reduce the purchasing power of the people. We can further slow down the economy. Let's widen the tax net. Those who are not paying now, if it is inclusive of Bola Tinubu, let the nets get bigger and we take in more taxes, and that is what we must do in the country instead of additional layer of taxes.
Good. Now, when Tinubu made this statement, he had not become the president of this country. Now, he had become the president of Nigeria. We have seen his tax reform, which have already passed the first reading, and many people are not paying interest in that. Now, listen to this man who said it the way it is for your better understanding.
Nice idea, but it won't help. It'll just formalize the reality that poor countries can never repay their loans.
Senator, are you saying that you're opposed to debt relief for impoverished countries?
No, we should forgive the debts, but that's not going to help those countries very much.
Okay. What will?
Tax cuts. Some African tax rates are the highest in the world. In Tanzania, the 30% rate kicks in at $475 of income. Plus, they have a 20% value-added tax. It gets added to everything you buy. Those high tax rates make it impossible to build capital in those countries. So nothing gets built, not factories, not roads, not anything. Poor African countries have the lowest wage workers in the world. And yet a company like Nike, for instance, can't put a factory in one of those countries because of the oppressive tax rates. Taxes have killed any possibility of economic development. They've killed any hope of these countries ever helping themselves. And that leaves them completely at the mercy of charity and loans. And here's the worst part. You know why those countries have such high tax rates? Because of us. To show us that they can raise enough money to pay back their loans. But taxes can't raise any money if they kill the economies. So it turns out that the tragic, unintended consequence of our good intentions toward Africa, our kindness, is that we have encouraged those countries to lock themselves into a gruesome economic depression. If we don't urge those countries to cut their tax rates, they will never grow their economies. People will live lifetimes of unemployment. Disease will be rampant, poverty will be permanent, and children will be hungry. And our charity will never be enough. Never.
That is it. Tell me any country, this is not the first time I'm saying this or bringing this very update to you. Tell me any country in the world, especially Africa, who adopts the policies of Tinubu and never move forward, if not for the benefit of his imperial masters, those who are controlling him, and of which we know in this case, France and the rest of them. Well, I want to inform you that if Tinubu succeeds in his tax reforms, just understand that he's mere saying he will reduce the purchasing power of Nigerians. You will practically have an expression of it in your lives. you know the true test of poverty and hunger. Because it is so absurd when other African countries, even Ghana here, are reforming their taxes to be human and citizen friendly, to encourage productivity.
We embarked on major tax reform in this budget so that people will understand that we meant what we said when we said we are moving from a focus on taxation to production. On the real estate sector, we abolished the VAT on real estate sales. We abolished the VAT on financial services. We abolished the capital gains tax on sales of shares on the stock exchange. We abolished import duty on spare parts. We abolished the 1% import levy. We abolished the domestic VAT on airline tickets. We have reduced significantly the VAT on small traders from 17.5% to 3%, a flat rate. And we are beginning this year discussion with ECOWAS under the Common External Tariff, which we will be successful, God willing. We are going to abolish all import duty on raw materials imported into Ghana and machinery imported into Ghana. What we have done so far is given meaning to our focus on production, because we believe that all these tax incentives would help, the private sector. And when they produce and make money, and we want the private sector to make money, then they can pay their fair share of taxes. But if you try to tax them ab initio, you may not get that much tax revenue. We also want to embark on a major industrialization drive. The program that we are doing, this is one district, one factory.
Here, they impose taxes to impoverish you the more, and you are keeping quiet. Don't worry, it will reach everybody, and by then, it may be too late. Nigerians, it's up to you to free yourselves from bad governance. I still remain Tinubu Peters, the advocate for good governance. If this makes sense to you, share it. I'm signing out. Bye-bye for now.